Good afternoon and good evening to you. Welcome to Apex Online Racing. It is time for round 7 of our Formula One League. And it is, first we're going to take a look back at the Dutch results. Dutch Grand Prix not being able to be streamed, so we're going to take a look. And we're going to begin with F1 Racer, who won at Zandvoort. Fire Dolphin coming in second place in the Haas. Our mate coming in third for the McLaren. Pretty good result for them. Iga with fourth place for Mercedes. Then it was Mulchian in fifth with the Red Bull. Max Duca sixth with Alpine. Solid Ninja Snake in seventh with McLaren. Gabs in eighth with Aston Martin. Jim Pasty in ninth with Red Bull. And then Phoenix in 10th with Alpha Tauri. That's the end of the points finishers. DNFs include Tash, Vaga, Rivershawn, Broken Hypocrite, Alienta, Trocchio, Super Jesse, Pedro, and then, of course, Lucio not starting, or I should say no showing. Tudor did not show as well, and then Nico and J Repo did not start. So that was your result from Netherlands for Tier 1. Well, what is it going to mean? It was a poll, by the way, for F1 Racer in Zandvoort as well. What that means is that F1 Racer now has 5 wins from 4 wins from the last 5 wins from the opening 7 races this season. 93 points at the top for F1 Racer. Vaga is going to be in second place now on 56 after not finishing in the previous race. But Fire Dolphin, second place, his third podium in as many races. Jumps him 2 places up into third on 55 points. And then Mulchian with a solid 5th place for finish. His third 5th place of the season. It's going to put him up at 4th place on 48 points. Trocchio is down in 5th, also tied on 38 points with 2 straight DNFs. Iga is up 4 positions to 6th place, scoring points in every round this season except for the sprint in Mexico. That puts him on 36. That leapfrogs him to 6. Pasty with good points picks up 2. It will be down 1, though, to 7th on 33, just a point ahead of Max Duke, who picked up points for just the 4th time this season. Really the 3rd time this season, I should say. In Zandvoort, he's up 3 into 8th. Solid Ninja Snake is down 1 into 9th. Points as well in what is now 5 straight for Solid Ninja Snake. Or 4 straight, I should say. Phoenix picked up another point for his 3rd points paying position of the season. He's still down 3 into 10th. Gabs is on 28 as well. More solid points for him. Our mate is up 4 with another podium, his 2nd of the season. That jumps him up to the 24 points, up 4 positions. Nico is up 8. Lucio is down into 14th. Rivershawn is also in 15th. Super Jesse in 16th, his first DNF of the season. Tash is in 17th. Tudor 18th. Alienta 19th. Pedro is 20th. Broken Hypocrite 21st. J Repo 22nd. And Andre Ivan is at the bottom. So for the team standings, let's go over the team standings, shall we? It is going to be Scuderia Ferrari at the top. 49 points clear of Williams, who are making a charge. Haas, with some big points last weekend, are in 3rd. They are tied on points with Red Bull Racing on 81 points, who are 26 ahead of the McLaren in 5th, who also picked up good points last weekend. Mercedes in 6th. BWT Alpine are going to be in 7th. Aston Martin 8th. Scuderia AlphaTauri 9th. Alfa Romeo at the bottom. For Tier 2, it's Bocce Lightyear with his 3rd win of the season, his 6th podium in 6 races, leads the league right now by 45 points at the top for Red Bull. Dimitri is in 2nd after a solid 8 points. J-Trey is going to be in 3rd to his 4th podium of the season in 6 races. DJ Carter picking up solid points, up a position now into 4th. Rich is in 5th. Michael Goodwin is going to be in 6th position. And, of course, you have iJoker in 7th. Bankai in 8th. Silent Bob is going to be in 9th. He DNF'd for the 3rd time this season. Finger Pilot is going to be in 10th. Solid position. He matches his best this season with a 5th place finish. And then it is Kregels in 11th, biggest mover so far. He's up 5 after his first podium of the season. So well done to Kregels. He's on 21 points now in 11th. Arfa is in 12th, and then it is Aurelius Mikulius, who is in 13th. Villaricello is going to be in 14th place, picking up 2 more points on the season. Mesteo did not finish for the second straight race, down 1 into 15th on 9. Hans Move could not start. He's down 1 into 16th on 8. LSD High picked up very good points on the season, 6 in fact, moves up to 7 points and will jump a position. Philip with 4 points will jump into 18th, his first points of the season. So congratulations to Philip. Donk Dank did not finish, first DNF of the season, down 2 into 19th. Magda is in 20th. Andre Ivan, who moved up to F1, moved down, I should say, to F2. Did not finish. Indy Check did not finish as well. And then Call Me Magic and Crackshot are at the bottom. The team standings for Tier 2. Red Bull Racing are at the top. 81 points clear. McLaren in second. Alpine are 37 back of that McLaren, but they're level on points with Mercedes in 4th place. Scuderia Ferrari are in 5th place. And then their sister team just 2 points back in 6th with AlphaTauri. Aston Martin are in 7th, 6 points back of them, and another 6 points back of them are Alfa Romeo in 8th. Haas 7 points back of the Italian outlet in 9th. Williams at the bottom with just 9 points. That is your non-assist leagues, your main leagues. Let's move over to your assist leagues, shall we? Tier 1 of the assist leagues, it's Fook with his 4th win of the season and 6th podium in as many races. 141 points, leads the championship by 49 over Karnak, who picked up his 4th podium of the season after DNF in Portugal. Nice recovery. Now solidly in 2nd place, 29 points ahead of Jamie, who is picked up a good solid 10 points in 3rd place. Nico is in 4th. Did not pick up points for the first time this season outside of the DNF in Hungary. And the unable to start in Austria, to be fair. So just 2 points ahead of Schmiga, who picked up a solid amount of points now in Zandvoort. Will be up or just 2 behind that 5th place. Just a point ahead is J Repo, or just a point ahead of J Repo. Picked up a solid 4th place finish at Zandvoort. Blob could not start, so he will drop down to 8th. And Thumper is in 9th. Another non-points paying finish in 14th for the Thumper, only picking up points so far at Portimao and Monaco. Harland will pick up 1 point. That will actually put Harland ahead a position, dropping J Reppy down into 11th, who has not been able to start since the Austrian race. Jat is in 12th, up a position after points paying position at Zandvoort. Leptis also finished in the points, but only 2 will drop him 1 position to 13th. 5 points ahead of Project Race Grand Prix, who entered the season for the first time and picked up a podium. 15 huge points will take Project Race out of the reserves and straight up 11 places on the leaderboard to 14th. OG Dan did not finish. He is down a position off of Project Race's podium to 15th. The situation also did not finish in the points, at least. Only the 6th place at Monaco, the only point, and I should say the 1 point at Hungary, the only points paying position so far for the situation. 9 points puts him in 16th, down 1. Markolo down 1 as well to 17th. His podium right now at Hermanos Rodriguez. I'm sorry, that's the sprint race. The points in the sprint race at Hermanos Rodriguez, the only points so far that Markolo has. Allen will pick up no additional points, finishing just outside at Zandvoort, down 1 to 18th. Quick did not play or did not start. Cynics finished in 12th. Those 2 are also on 6 points, 19th and 20th. Ukemi King in 21st, picking up 2nd points of the season, I should say. 4 points here at Zandvoort to go with a single point that was picked up at Portimao. That's 5 points now for Ukemi King. 3 ahead of Massey, who is no longer in the league. Jonasta did not show, and Lord Maximus and Fune also not playing in the league. So the team that is tier 2. Let's go to the teams. The teams so far, as we are getting into qualifying, Scuderia AlphaTauri at the top. Mercedes also 104 points back, so Scuderia AlphaTauri have a huge lead. Red Bull Racing are in third, Alpine are in fourth, Williams fifth, Haas sixth, McLaren F1 are in seventh, Scuderia Ferrari eighth, Aston Martin are in ninth, Alfa Romeo are in 10th. I'm going to keep going until the qualifying is loading, but I will keep going until we load into the qualifying session. It is Tier 2 of the Assist Leagues. Byrne, with his third win of the season, puts him in the lead now. Leapfrog Cypher, who dropped down to second after just picking up 2 points. Collateral is going to pick up another podium. 4 podiums now for Collateral in the season. He's in third. Anyway, up is up 2 after a second place finish. His best finish of the season so far at Zandvoort. He's up into fourth, leapfrogging Dirty Morty and is it Weewiz? Weewiz is in fifth, though. And Dirty Monty could not start, so drops to sixth place. Wilson is in seventh. CRM Doodle in eighth. Tom ninth. Heavy is 10th. Deadfly Biscuit is 11th. Ryosuke is in 12th. Ben Lowe's is 13th. Kemby 14th. DJ Pancake is in 15th. Paza is in 16th, and then it's JSH. Is it Josh Stacy? 17th. Magnet EQ is 18th. Casito 19th. Folksy Cash, Yorkshire Yeti, Lewis Flock, Reigns, and Lukey are going to round out the tier. The teams real quick. Haas is in first, only by 3 points over Scuderia AlphaTauri, who are 2 points ahead of Red Bull Racing. So very tight in the constructors at the top. Mercedes is in fourth, Williams fifth, McLaren sixth, Alpine seventh, Alfa Romeo is eighth, and Scuderia Ferrari ninth, Aston Martin 10th. Final tier. Might as well get it done. We're only a few minutes in the qualifying. Dome is got another podium place, remains in the lead, but Guri has won won 2 of the last 3 races, and at the sprint race in Mexico. So he is up 1 position, now just 34 back. He puts Courage down into third after another 7th place finish for him. Patriot is in fourth. Ilu Plays is in fifth. Epi 6th. Spicy Spice is 7th. After he could not start, he drops position as Epi jumps 3. Only a point ahead of Jay Pierce, who's 2 ahead of Diego in 9th. Charles Legerg, with a second podium of the season, jumps in 4 spots to 10th. Monaco is in 11th. Rob 12th. MG3 is in 13th after he could not start. Just a single podium, the only point so far this season for him. As Fremlepulse is in 14th. Al Duin 15th. Mark Nee is 16th. Etta 17th. Doggo is in 18th, also on 4 points with Etta. Cheater Charles is in 19th on 1 point with Alpha Matti in 20th. And Gatecrasher, Dalios, Darren J, Lennart, and One Nice Guy round out the drivers without points. And then in the team, Scuderia AlphaTauri are at the top. Aston Martin are in second place. Alfa Romeo in third. Alfa Romeo only 2 points back of Aston Martin. Red Bull Racing are in fourth. Alpine are fifth, just 9 points ahead of Williams in sixth. Scuderia Ferrari in seventh. Mercedes is eighth. Haas are 5 points back from Mercedes in ninth, only 3 points ahead of McLaren at the bottom. Those are your assist leagues. Let's get into qualifying, shall we? Oh, I've just tapped out, so of course that happens. But we are here in qualifying, and I am going to let us switch to the. Let's get you the telemetry. Let's get you that, and let's get you the map, the track map, shall we? So there you go. It is Broken Hypocrite who sets the first lap of qualifying 1:27.6. It is Silverstone, the track. Solid Ninja Snake has come in third. There is going to be, oh, there's a yellow flag. Okay, well, that's just a slow car, but letting the hot laps go by. It is going to be, who's going to put in the lap? There's a lot of cars on the lap now. I believe it is going to be, Max Duca has invalidated his lap, so we're going to go over to, I believe that's Mulchian, who hasn't invalidated his lap. He comes across the line with a 1:27.8. Nicely done. Mulchian has picked up P2, but our mate at the top, he's just gone quickest right now, 1:27.4 by a tenth and a half. Fire Dolphin, less than a tenth off. It comes in second place. The laps coming flying in. I believe Pedro, no, that's not Pedro. That could be Super Jesse, who has yet to come across the line. He is now coming in for his lap as Vaca did a 1:27.5, and he gets a 1:28.6, so a little slow for Super Jesse. He is about 1.4 off the pace. Gaps just put a 1:27.49, So 3/100ths of a second slower right now than the R-mate of the McLaren of R-mate. There is also another Haas. Is that coming across the line? It is Broken Hypocrite, who best his time with a 1:27.1, 3/10 to the lead for Broken Hypocrite. Pasty in the pit, Phoenix in the pit, Rivershawn in the pit. Trocchio did a 1:48. That's going to be wanting to be improved. Pedro just did a 1:27.2. That's nicely done. Who do we got coming around now? It's not Trocchio. I believe that's Mulchian, but he should be diving into the pits. And yes, he is. Is R-mate diving into the pits as well? Is the question. Yes. So next in line is going to be, I believe, Fire Dolphin. That should be a dive in. Many people coming in on the in laps. We do have Max Duca on a hot lap. Let's see what Duca can do. What can he do here? Coming flying down. This might not be good. That's 132 is true. Yeah, he is going to dive into the pits. He's going to abort the lap. So, many people diving in. Nobody seems to be on a hot lap just yet. There's a Mercedes behind. But there you are. Some invalidated laps, some immediate aborts, and that is your standings after the opening round of laps here. Pedro invalidated his lap. He should be coming in. Broken Hypocrite has the pole right now at a 1:27.1. He'll be coming in. And everybody, there is a McLaren still out. Who is that McLaren? I believe it's Rivershawn. Yes, he's got a clean track in front of him as well. He has a Mercedes that's just going around. I believe that's Village and Arena. As he's catching up a little bit to that McLaren. He's got him in sights ahead. But Duca's on the hot lap. Let's see what Duca can do. That McLaren is going to have to move aside at some point. His teammate is behind him, Rivershawn in Iga. They could have stacked this a little better and gotten a tow if they really wanted to. Instead, the McLaren moves aside nicely. And through Stowe. Good so far. Rivershawn into Maggots and Beckett's in 7th gear. This is the toughest area of the track. Doesn't quite hit the apex. Goes a little wide there at Church, but it's still a decent lap. 103.5 through Sector 2. Rivershawn, what can he do? Only 3 more turns to go. Like he could be in the 127s here. 127.5 for Rivershawn. And that is quite a decent lap. Gets him up into P6 for now. He's just 4.5 tenths off the pace. Other cars around. Solid Ninja Snake, who's just started his outlap. Phoenix is also on his outlap, his initial outlap. He hasn't invalidated. He's good to go right now. And he's coming around these final 3 turns. What can the AlphaTauri driver do? Phoenix looking for more points this season after picking them up in the previous race. What can he do? He's going to come across the line, and he's going to have about a 127.9. So it's a high 127 for Phoenix. P10 right now. Iga is on a hot lap. What can he do? We also have to watch Solid Ninja Snake and Trocchio as well. Trocchio getting ready to come across the line. That'll be Solid Ninja Snake. So Trocchio, this is a 2-minute lap. This is a burnt lap this is an absolute burnt lap for Trocchio. He's not going to improve. Solid Ninja Snake, going back to him, he has got the outlap or the in-lapping McLaren in front, Mercedes, beg your pardon, in front of him. As that Mercedes should duck out of the way without a problem. Indeed he does, and here comes Solid Ninja Snake around the corner. This is a decent lap as well. It's a 1:27.7. So he improves his time by almost a full second to go up to P8. Nicely done from Solid Ninja Snake. And just like that, Tash is down to P11, by the way. Iga has gone on to a 1:27.7 as well. He is only less than 100th of a second slower than Solid Ninja Snake. So Iga has the 9th position right now. Leaders are on the track though. The Broken Hypocrite is out there. Sadie's trying to move aside. He has done so. Watching the standings, the table, as we are going with Broken Hypocrite through this route. What can he improve his time is going to be the question. He's got a Ferrari behind him. I believe that's Pedro. As Fire Dolphin has nailed pole with a 1:27 flat. Nice lap from Fire Dolphin. I almost said nice round. You can tell I've done too much CS recently. But a solid 1:27.0 from Fire Dolphin. Now, Broken Hypocrite. I don't know if we call him Hypocrite or Hypocrite. He goes into a 1:30, so he does not improve his time. The Pedro with a 1:27. Oh, Pedro's just bumped him to 3rd. Pedro goes to 1. It's an exact same time. Fire Dolphin and Pedro have done the exact same time to the 1,000th of a second. Fire Dolphin remains in 1st. He put the lap in 1st. But that is unbelievable right now, as both 1st and 2nd with a 1:27.065. Gabs on an invalidated lap. He's got a Mercedes behind him. I believe that might be Rivershot on an out lap, and it is. So, Matthias Brockton has joined. There is only 5 minutes left of qualifying. F1 Racers joined as well. He's done a 1:28.8. Remember, this is the championship leader right now, down in 15th. He's on an invalidated lap as well. He is going to have just enough time to come into the pits, swap to a new set of tires, and get out there, I believe. He should have just enough time. There is a Haas in front. Is that Fire Dolphin? Fire Dolphin's in the pit. Where's the other Haas? It is, well, coming into the pit. And indeed, F1 Racers in the pit. Super Jesse's joined. Matthias Brockton is here as well. I saw Molchian somewhere join. He's done a 12. He's in P12 right now. Lot still that could change. Vaga, a previous winner of an AOR championship. Oh, the car gets too loose and he runs it wide. He runs it wide at Church. The car got too loose at Beckett's, and he ran it wide. Should he come into the pits? I think he might want to dive into the pits. He should have enough time, and he has absolutely stuck it into the pits. It is a pretty short pit lane entry here at Silverstone, so you have to be careful with the speed for sure. And he is in fine. Rivershot on an invalidated lap. The only one driver out there right now is Phoenix, who is in P13 right behind. Or no, he's not. I'm sorry. Everyone else on a hot lap. Trokio is out there as well. Trokio 1:17 right now. Oh no, Trokio's lap is torched pretty much. So he's just going to go for another go around. He doesn't have the time. He's going to have to wear it out those tires a little further. Phoenix on the hot lap though. So is Rivershot. Rivershot invalidated it. What can Phoenix do as we ride along? Ooh, that's not good. Gabs with a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. An F1 racer has been disqualified by the game. Our mate with a 5 grace placement. What is going on with the legal blocking? Nonetheless, oh, that ran wide. Somehow the game didn't pick up that it was a track extension. And Phoenix's lap is pretty much torched, though. It's a 137, so we're going to go over to that Haas. I believe that might be Fire Dolphin, who is on these soft tires. He's got pole right now. And is he gonna dive into the pits? No, he's gonna go one more lap around. Fire Dolphin. Pedro's on an out lap. He certainly could try to improve. Fire Dolphin's gonna get his. Tires are gonna be pretty worn for Fire Dolphin if he's doing 2 hot laps on it. Jokio's retired. Matthias Brockton is also on the track. He's one to look out for. He's invalidated his lap. He does not have a lap time set. The question is, does he have enough time to get around back to the start-finish line to start another lap? He might just. He should. There's a minute 33 left. Fire Dolphin here, flying. Pedro invalidated his lap, so he is trying to go around. Aston Martin is in front. And Aston Martin ducks into the pits. Or no. He ducks around. He lets... No, he hasn't let the Ferrari go. Fire Dolphin here. Weaving. I think the lap's done for Fire Dolphin. Pedro, in the meantime, has just started. He's going slow. So Phoenix, Pedro, I should say, cannot improve his time. Fire Dolphin will not improve his time either. He's going to give toe to his teammate. Oh no, his teammate is done and dusted, it looks like. He could give toe. They still have 30 seconds to start the lap. And the question is, if he catches him on the Hangar Straight or the Wellington Straight, should be good enough for a toe. Nonetheless, we'll see if that is what's happened. Trocchio's out with a 148.6. He's going to be pretty much, that's the time that's going to be pretty much down at the bottom. Matthias Brockton is not out yet. He hasn't invalidated his lap. He's in Sector 3. Let's go on board with, this is Vaga. We'll stay on board with Vaga. We'll go back to Matthias Brockton. Vaga trying to set a quicker lap time. Little loose there. Iga's retired with a 127.7. Can Vaga improve? It's going to be close. This could be the pole lap. Is he going to get it? No, it's 127.3. He's off by 0.3 of a second. Vaga improves to P5, though. Matthias Brockton, in the meantime, what has he got cooking? He has got a 120 right now. Coming around the final turn. This could be a 128. It's going to be pretty slow. He's pulled all out of the lap, Matthias Brockton. Matthias Brockton is going to just put himself P14 with that 131. Fire Dolphin here invalidated his lap. He is done and dusted. Broken Hypocrite trying to get the toe down the final straight. The Haas staying out of the way. Oh, he's invalidated the lap. Beg your pardon. Now it's on Phoenix, who's also invalidated the lap, and that should be pretty much it. So it will be Fire Dolphin on pole with a 127.0, the exact same time as Pedro, but Fire Dolphin put in the lap first, and that gives him pole position. Pedro in P2, Broken Hypocrite P3, Mulchium will be 4th, Vaga 5th, Gab 6th, Rivershawn 7th, Tash 8th, Max Duca 9th, Iga 10th, Solid Ninja Snake 11th, Phoenix 12th, Jesse 13th, Matthias Brockton 14th, Trocchio 15th, Pasti 16th, our mate in 17th, and F1 Racer, the championship leader, will have to start at the back of the grid in P18. I'll have to do last to first, if anything, and that is the end of the session. Just waiting for things to finalize here, but that's the end of the session. Fire Dolphin will have pole position. Pedro right alongside as we prepare for this race. From the historic Silverstone, the question is, what's the weather going to be? That's always the question. Silverstone weather as unpredictable as this qualifying session has been, quite frankly. As we look at the incidents, speeding in its pit lane warning, exceeding track limits, but then legal blocking for somehow coming in on its left to some disqualifications. Iga crashed and gave him terminal damage, and that was the end of his. That was the end of his qualifying. Gabs has a 5-place grid penalty, so actually Rivershawn will be 6th, Tash 7th, Duca 8th, Iga is going to be 10th or 9th. I'm sorry, Solid Ninja Snake will be 11th, and Gabs will start. Or Solid Ninja Snake will be 10th, and Gabs will start P11. So, shows that it's only cloudy for the race, says Stinky One. That is going to be interesting. I don't know about you, Stinky One, and anybody else watching, but I kind of prefer Silverstone in the dry. Wet Silverstone is just annoying to drive. It's okay. I mean, it's better than some tracks in the wet, but I like Silverstone in the dry. The track just feels so much better in the dry. You really feel how, this is going to sound pretty cheesy, but you can really feel how legendary the track is, I think, more in the dry than you can in the wet. Because the track is just really built in the dry for those fast corners. You really get a feel for the car. The car just feels very quick around this track in the dry than it does in the wet, because it just, the track is built so well with the medium and slow and fast speed corners. Taking Maggots and Beckett's in the dry is so much better than in the wet. I believe I might have disconnected. So we're resetting the lobby as it seems to be borked. Okay. So let me get out of the session. I'm going to go back to the main screen with the hold music. And we will be right back. Welcome back to not sunny Silverstone. It is overcast here at Silverstone, but rain is expected to stay away, and we are almost underway here. We do have a final lineup. So we had an error with the game. Let me grab you guys the lineup. So it will be Dolphin P1, Pedro P2, Broken P3, okay? And then we will have Mulchian P4. All of that stands. Our mate there was a glitch in the pits, which is what caused the 2 disqualifications we saw and the penalty for Gabby. So it should be our mate in P5, Vaga P6, Gabby P7, Rivershawn P8, Tash P9, Duca P10, Iga P11, Solid Ninja P12, Phoenix P13, F1 Racer P14, Super Jesse P15, Matthias P16, Trokio P17, and then Pasty P18. Actually, I'm sorry, Fire Dolphin P1, Pedro P2, Broken Hypocrite P3. So it does look like F1 Racers is not going to be rescinded. It was unfair to him, to be fair. He did post a clip of it, and it didn't look it didn't look good. But I just think with the mess of what happened, there's just going to have to be some casualties possibly. I don't know. More on the decision maybe a little later on. Formation lap should be underway. Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like our mates is getting rescinded either. That's unfortunate. Nonetheless, we're good to go. Lights are on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5, and we're underway here with the British Grand Prix from Silverstone. Getting off the line pretty well is going to be the Alfa Romeo of Pedro, putting a lot of pressure under Fire Dolphin, and Pedro is immediately into the lead. Fire Dolphin in second. There is a spin at the back. It is Pasty who has spun. The Red Bull going around. Now, around the arena. Still Pedro in the lead. Fire Dolphin with his teammate Broken Hypocrite in the back. Our mate up to P16. He started P17, unfortunately. And Vaga did look like, no penalties were rescinded, actually. Gabs is still at P12. So, Pedro off the line in the lead. Fire Dolphin with P2. Broken Hypocrite P3. Super Jesse with the pass, and he will get P10. The Aston Martin there looking on the inside, but nicely done from Super Jesse. The fight behind him is all sorts of cahoots. F1 Racers are already up to P12 with what he has done. I'm going to have to pause it 1 second. Just sort out my windows. There you go. The stacking of my windows. Sorry. As it is Solid Ninja. Oh, Rivershawn down to P10. He's been double pit. Is there an issue for Rivershawn? Rivershawn falling off the back. Is there an issue for Rivershawn, who was dropped all of a sudden to P13? He looks okay. The wing looks okay. But Rivershawn all of a sudden from in the points to P14. F1 Racers made his way up to P10. Pedro with the fastest lap, a 134.2. As Trokio in the back, side by side with Matthias Brockton. It's Trokio on the inside oh man, that is close. Going down into turn 1. It's still side by side. The Williams trying to take the advantage. It looked like Matthias Brockton had to touch the brakes there, and now trying to get up on the inside is Rivershawn. But there's no space, but around goes Matthias Brockton. He spins, and that gives Rivershawn P13. Pedro in the lead. Broken Hypocrite is second. Fire Dolphin third. Mulchian is already more than a second back from Fire Dolphin, and we're not even on the first DRS lap. Vaga, the Williams, making a move to get around the Red Bull. Going into Maggots and Beckett's as well. Nicely done. Meanwhile, F1 Racer, you know him. You love him. He's put a lot of pressure on this Alfa Romeo going down. What it looks like he's going to get into the inside, and around he goes. F1 racer, clean as you'd like, into P9. Gabs is now in the very, very back. What's happened to Gabs? His plates look fine. He's just back in P18. Pedro with another purple lap. He is in the lead. Just over a half second ahead of Broken Hypocrite. DRS enabled on this lap. Some tight racing around the field. Duca putting Mulchian under a ton of pressure. As Iga and Matthias Brockton in the back, by the way, fighting side by side. Let's go to that fight for P13. Matthias Brockton on the inside of the Mercedes. And lovely stuff. Will stick it. Now they're going up towards Stowe. Sorry, not Stowe. That's I believe that's oh my lord. I'm having a senior moment. Good lord. Cops. Beg your pardon. Good lord. Had to remember that one. Side by side again. The Mercedes going around, trying for it. DRS. It's going to be very hard to defend, and now our mate trying to follow through in the McLaren. He cannot quite get the move done. And that will be Matthias Brockton holding on to P14 for now. Is there enough on the straight for our mate? Just not enough. And that is going to be... That is going to be Matthias holding on. There is Mulchian and Fire Dolphin. Oh no, Fire Dolphin! What's happened to Fire Dolphin? Has there been a spin? Fire Dolphin has spun, by the looks of things. And it is nonetheless going to be let's move on to Sector 2. There's a yellow flag. That is, who is that? Is that Pasty? No, that's Phoenix. Phoenix is, oh, I hit the Windows key. Whoops. All right, go away. Beg your pardon. I wound up slapping the Windows key by accident. Nonetheless, it is. Instead of shift, I hit Windows key right below it. It is going to be Phoenix who has spun. Our mate's up to P14. Meanwhile, F1 racers moved up into 6. Pasty does get around Matthias Brockton. And let's go on board. Let's check with... Let's go to Super Jesse's putting a lot of pressure on Solid Ninja Snake. It's Alfa Romeo trying to gain. Matthias Brockton already with the track extensions. Not going to help his cause. Now around left field goes Super Jesse. Oh, let's look at the lead. Let's go to the lead here because Broken Hypocrite is putting a lot of pressure on Pedro going into Maggots and Beckett's. As this Haas, his teammate, lost, fired off and back in P11 after being P3. And got the DRS wide open. This is a lot of pressure for Pedro to defend against. Pedro, can he do it? Does not look like, or he will be able to fend off, I should say. It does not look like Broken will be able to get him down the hanger straight this time as they go into Stowe and around Vale. Nothing so far. DRS only in 2 zones here. The Wellington Straight and the Hanger Straight. DRS detection. Broken Hypocrite losing a lot of time around that really in that first sector around Farm, Village, Loop, and Arena. As now, what can he do here? He's got the DRS. That's one of the two straights. He's pulled within 4/10, but still, Pedro defends. Let's go over to Sor Trocchio in ninth, putting a lot of pressure down this same straight, this same Wellington straight, down towards Super Jesse. The Alpha Man under a lot of pressure, leaves the door a little bit open. Hugging the line more is Trocchio. Trocchio trying to get the move done, and they're going to come flying around here towards Cops. And that's a tough corner. I struggle all the time with that corner. Believe it or not, the Williams trying to get up into P8, putting a lot of pressure. Watching F1 Racer as well as trying to reel in Max Duca. F1 Racer started at the bottom, already in the points. Oh no! The Williams once ride loses it, and the Williams, just like that, Trocchio down to P11. The tires all up on the grass. Nice to keep it from going around entirely. And he's in P11. He can still fight for try and catch Firedolphin. Oh no, he's lost it again! And he does go around. Trocchio going around. And now he's got to rejoin the track safely. He's having all sorts of a hard time here. And he's going to have to, maybe he dives into the pits to changes the tires. I don't know. The tires could be cooked. Could be overheating in the tires, I think, on that one. We're going to go up to the Haas. Fire Dolphin in P10. A lot of pressure going on. There's a spin. It's Trocchio again. DRS train here between 10th and 7th. All Ninja Snake's done well to hold on right now. Let's bump up to Super Jesse, who did have DRS. Around left field as they prepare to go up to Cops. Trying to stick at Mulchian another 3-second time, or Mulchian with 3-second time penalty. That is going to really hurt his chances now. 7.9 effectively back with Fire Dolphin, who is putting a ton of pressure on Rivershawn. Fire Dolphin here. Him and Super Jesse the ones to watch, the DRS train, but he's got the slipstream as well. What can he do? Is he going to go for the look? He tries to look towards the inside, going into Stowe, but it's not there for him. We'll hold on for now. F1 Racer, meanwhile, slowly reeling in Duke. He's within 3/10 now, or he's within 4/10, I should say now, of Duca, who is about to fall back out of DRS range from Tash if he cannot keep it together. Gabs is down in P16. Our mate's with a pretty good recovery as well. He's up at P13 right now. As Matthias Ruffton with another 3-second time penalty. He's going to be on 6 seconds of time penalty. A little loose there from the Haas of Fire Dolphin. He lost a little bit of time there. This is the first straight with DRS. And again, it is Solid Ninja Snake that stays in 7th. Fire Dolphin staying in 10th right now. Also watching the gap between F1 Racer and Duca. Let's go to that battle here. So they are about to go down the hangar straight. And DRS for F1 Racer. Duca might not have it. He doesn't have it. Now F1 Racer can make the move. He goes towards the outside. He might have it done before they hit the corner. And F1 Racer, as clean as you like, is up into P5 now for the Ferrari. His teammate at the front, leading the way ahead of Broken Hypocrite, who remains 4/10 back, but Broken Hypocrite just has gone purple and taken the fastest lap so far in this race. Let's go back to, we're watching Tash here, who's trying to gain on Vaga, who is a solid 4.3 seconds back from Broken Ninja. Vaga trying to hold on. This will be the first of 2 straights with DRS. A little loose from the Aston Martin gives a window of opportunity for Vaga to hold on to the position. DRS is just too far back, and the Williams will hold on to it going down into Brooklands. Cash has got a Williams in front of him, but I believe that's Trocchio. Is it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Mulchian's had a spin. Mulchian has had a spin. He's down in P14 now off the back of that spin. P15 is Matthews Brockton passes. Pedro's retired. Oh no, Pedro. What's happened? Pedro has retired as he hit the wall. He's out. Pedro is gone. The race leader has spinned it. That is unfortunate. No safety car. Pit comes in for Tash. And it's Broken Hypocrite, the Haas, that takes the lead. F1 Racer through the madness is up at a P2 with Tash pitting. Now we're looking at our mate here. On the Mercedes in front, Iga. Also want to watch Super Jesse trying to put some pressure on Solid Ninja Snake still. Solid Ninja Snake up at a P4. Our mate's recovered from starting P17 into P10th. He's in the points now on the hard compound tires. Super Jesse, what can he do? He's gaining here with the DRS. We're moving over to Super Jesse for a second here because they are going around Cops into Maggots and Beckett's. Very wide from Solid Ninja Snake in front. Or from Super Jesse. It was Super Jesse that went very wide. Now down the hanger straight. Super Jesse still can't find the last bit to close the gap. Hypocrite going purple. Fire Dolphin meanwhile trying to put the pressure on Rivershot as they move in towards lap number 12. 26 laps in this race. Very good line, actually, for Fire Dolphin. Not enough room to get down into a passing position. Yellow flag in sector one. It's the other Haas that's gone around. Oh no, it's Broken Hypocrite that's gone around. It's the race leader. And F1 Racer, off the mistake from Broken Hypocrite, has taken the lead. Broken Hypocrite has put it around. He recovered well enough, but not well enough to hold on to the lead. It's F1 Racer at the front. His teammate, meanwhile, Fire Dolphin, still trying to get around. Oh, and he's going up for the inside. Going up the inside towards Cups. Side by side, and I don't believe it. Fire Dolphin has stuck it round Cups for P6. Our mate with a 3-second time penalty, and so with Rivershot. It's not going to help our mate's race. He's had a tough start. Mulchian in the meanwhile in the back line. This is for potentially P12 on track. DRS undefendable as Mulchian sticks it and goes around to P12. Pits for Duca. Let's follow him in the pit. He's on the mediums. He should be going on to the hards. And yes, the Alpine will be on the hards. He will come out of the points. And looks like he will come out in P13th. A lot of pitting going on in the back line. Hypocrites caught up, by the way, to F1 Racer. Purple in Sector 1 as well for Broken Hypocrite. The spin, not phasing the Haas one bit. Tough for Trocchio. He's got a 3-second time penalty now as well. Down at P14, that might kill any opportunity for points unless there is a safety car. We didn't get one for the accident of Pedro. He's well off the track. Vaga and P7, we're also watching that, but this is the battle for the lead. DRS wide open for Broken Hypocrite, but F1 Racer's speed, a little bit of the ERS does well to defend. And F1 Racer will maintain the lead for now. Oh, F1 Racer's going round. Oh no, he's in the pits, I'm sorry. Beg your pardon, wow. My eyes, I'm a boomer. It's flubbed that one, but no, F1 Racer in the pits. The leader is pitting, Super Jesse. We are watching him as well. He is putting a ton of pressure on Solid Ninja Snake, but he just hasn't been able to get around. Now the question is, what does F1 Racer go? I'm trying to get to him. He is going on to another set of mediums. Two-stopper maybe for F1 Racer. I didn't see if he started on the hards. Super Jesse, meanwhile, might have finally found the move. He's going for it, Super Jesse. He's finally going for it, and he stuck it. The Alfa Romeo. Oh, he still got Super Jesse, Solid Ninja Snake trying for the switchback. It's not stuck yet, and now it is. It is Super Jesse into second place off the back of that. So F1 Racer comes out P12, 6.7 back of 11th place, Matthias Bruckton. Gives Broken Hypocrite the lead. He is on the medium compound tires, and you got to think those are going to be fading soon. Should be the pit window shortly for the hard compound tires, and yes, here it is actually, right on cue. Broken Hypocrite into the pits. Broken Hypocrite. What is he going to do? We're going to watch this pit. Super Jesse in the back. Passing, meanwhile, is going to pass the R-Mate. Oh, Matt just broke in with a 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate. What's he going to go on to? He's going to go on to, looks like he's going on to the hard compound tire. And indeed he has. Hards for second place, Broken Hypocrite. It is Super Jesse who leads the Grand Prix on the hard compound tires. Plenty of pits being completed in the back. R-Mate, I'm trying to follow R-Mate. R-Mate is coming out of the pits on probably a fresh set of the medium compound tire, beg your pardon. So R-Mate on the mediums in P13. All to play for still for him. Certainly points available. You got to think. Super Jesse leads. Fired off in a second. Rivershot's up to P3, but Vaga's right behind him, putting him under a ton of pressure. Vaga certainly would want to get the pass done on track. 3-second time penalty. Rivershot will do it in the standings. But Vaga would love to continue to charge towards the front. He cannot get it done. He was right on the rear. But the pass cannot be completed. F1 Racer's got a 15-second gap between him and Iga, who just lost P6 to Pasti, and into the pits comes Vaga. Oh, that was a little bit dangerous there. But in the end, they all get away without damage, it looks like. Iga will be up to P4 off the back of that. Super Jesse in the lead. Solid Ninja Snake 2.4 back in second. That leaves Pasti in P3, 1.8 back of him. Iga trying to put pressure on him. That podium spot. F1 Racer goes purple with a 129.5. And F1 Racer here. He's got the deficit between him and fourth place from 15 seconds to 13.5. Tash comes ahead just to the pitted cars. He's in P8. Multi in the past Trocchio, who's pitting. And that is 13th for Multi, 9 seconds back of R-Mate, who is trying to catch Vaga in front of him. See, within DRS, the Solid Ninja Snake now, who's trying to catch Super Jesse. F1 Racer continues to try and eat away at the gap between him and Iga. Iga probably still has to pit. He's on hards. Question is, when does he? And he does right now. Iga coming into the pit. Super Jesse, the leader, pitting. That puts Solid Ninja Snake at the front. And Pasty will fly by him. Ultian with another penalty. But Pasty leads the Grand Prix. He's also on hards. F1 Racer now up to P3 from the pit of Super Jesse and Iga. Broken Hypocrite right behind him, but 3.2 seconds back, I should say, in P4. Fired off and up to P7 off the pits. Remember, he spun early, but a solid recovery drive has put him into a decent points playing position. He would love to have more. He's got 11 laps to find that better position. Matthias Brockton with another penalty. A lot of penalties in the back line here, as our mate will go around the Alfa Romeo here of Super Jesse, who still hasn't stuck it yet. Oh, they came close to contact. Looks like they might have. And our mate's got to defend to P9 right now. It is Vaga and Rivershot fighting behind him as well. That's going to be to his benefit. But our mate can't get the move done, and he remains in P9. Up to Cops. Our mate right on the bumper. Vaga still battling with Rivershot. Rivershot takes the position. As our mate tries to hold on to P9, it's Rivershot with a lot of pressure on our mate after Maggots and Beckett's. And our mate going, oh, it's 3 wide now. But our mate gets around. Rivershot trying to follow through on the outside. Now on the inside line here. And can our mate, or can Rivershot stick it? It's going to be the question. Let's go to Rivershot. Looks like still tight as could be. The Williams wants to get in on the action, trying to push Rivershot through, and Rivershot is through. Now Vaga, the Army, or Vaga, the Williams, I should say, trying to get the position. Oh, he cut way too inside there. Vaga, going to cost him some time. F1 Racers cut the gap between him and Solid Ninja Snake down a second to 12.5. As we continue on with Vaga and Super Jesse here. This is for P10 on track, the final points paying position. Dash also trying to chase down Fire Dolphin, who himself was trying to chase down Duca. Fire Dolphin up to P6. Broken Hypocrite with a track extension penalty. That's big for P4. Cockatoo through Maggots and Beckett's. Pretty good so far. Lot caught up on the Alfa Romeo. Pretty slow coming out of Beckett's into Church. And DRS open, DRS train. Can the Williams find the position? He's going to go for the outside pass potentially here. Oh, down and still side by side. And it's the Alfa Romeo still going to keep it, but the Williams is still in there. And does he finally have it? To the inside line for the Alfa Romeo going around the straight. And wide, oh, there's a spin. Rivershot, they just avoid him. And the Williams still remains in P10. Gained a position on Rivershot, but still behind Super Jesse. Does this Williams remain? This is tight. Oh, he tries for the inside, and he has to break out of it. That is way too dangerous an attempt from Vaga. He knows better in the end. Up to Fire Dolphin, though, who has put a ton of pressure. Phoenix with a penalty. He's at the bottom. It's not going to be too much of a bother. He's still 13 off of P16 right now. And now Fire Dolphin trying to get around Max Duca. A little bit of a bump maybe. A little bit of a shunt there in the back. Potentially a very light tap. Going down into Maggots and Beckett's. What can Fire Dolphin do? Pretty early on the gas there. Nicely done. Vaga, 3-second time penalty for track extension. Now with DRS open, pretty dangerous defense from Duca there, but Fire Dolphin is going to get the job done. Rivershot also picking up penalties as well. So Fire Dolphin is around the Alpine of Duca. as F1 racers cut the deficit to 10 seconds between him and Solid Ninja Snake. I believe they still have to pit. There's your tires. Yeah, Pasty and Solid Ninja Snake still have to pit. And they could run the hards maybe for softs. Lord knows. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Is that Phoenix is the question. Yes, it is. Phoenix around. We're going to go to Tash. Over to Tash. Who's putting some pressure on Max Duca. Fired off and also a bit at the front here under the gun with the DRS from Duca. Also watching the battle between Super Jesse and Aiga for that final points paying position. F1 Racer down to 8.7 back from Solid Ninja Snake. Again, the top two yet to pit. And Super Jesse, let's go to him. Alfa Romeo trying to close the gap. He's got the DRS open, but so does his adversary in front of him. 7 laps to go here. Solid Ninja Snake is in the pits. Solid Ninja Snake pitting, and he's going on to the softs. So Solid Ninja Snake will go on to softs. Penalties are flying in here. And Solid Ninja Snake with a solid, honestly, performance at the front. He's come out in P11 behind Super Jesse by just a half second. I see at the front, when does he want to pit? It's a big question. 10.9 ahead of F1 Racer right now. Duca. We're watching. Let's go to Super Jesse again. This battle for really between 8th and 11th. The tightest we've got on the track. Where is our mate? He's up to P7 at the recovery drive. So our mate doing well. He's almost put. He's almost got the gap between him and Aiga as well secure. So that'll be enough to hold on to P7 for now. Nonetheless, it is Pasty in the pits. Pasty's come in. And he is pitted. He is coming out on soft. F1 Racer takes the lead. Hypocrite will just pass Pasty. Pasty with a P3 right now as he goes down. This is an awkward broadcast camera. Good Lord. Pasty coming out into looks like 7 for Pasty. Not a bad stint for the Red Bull driver, but F1 Racer leads at the front. All the pit stops should be complete. Solid Ninja Snake and Super Jesse to duel for the final point. There's a car off. It's Gabs. Gabs has gone off. Gabs is off in Sector 2. It hasn't caused a safety car. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Is that Phoenix? Yes. No worry there. Let's check the battles again. Let's go back to Super Jesse and Solid Ninja Snake. Super Jesse trying to hold on to P10. Oh, that's a big move from the McLaren. Solid Ninja Snake got a huge run out of the corner, out of church. And he is going to stick P10 because of it. Super Jesse now out of the point, snaps the car back. It was quite loose, but it is nonetheless Solid Ninja Snake. I think he might have run a little wide there. Super Jesse a little deep into the corner, and now Solid Ninja Snake's firmly into P10. There's a yellow flag here. What is going on? Is it just a slow car getting out of the way? Who's round? Who has gone round is the question. I don't know. Could just be Phoenix getting out of the way. No, it's not Phoenix. Is it Trocchio? It is Trocchio. Four-car battle. Really for P8 right now. Vaca trying to hold on. He would love to put space. He cannot seem to find the space to break. He's got the penalties as well. That's the concern. The penalties is enough to shunt him out of the points. The Williams drivers done well so far this season. Passing the Red Bull meanwhile. Barreling down out of church here. And he's going to have DRS on our mate. Our mate is in trouble. DRS should eat him up, and it will absolutely do that. The Red Bull of Pasti up into P6. Now Tash right behind Duca here. Rivershot as well, looking to make a pass on Mulchian, by the way. That is very tight in the back there for P12. Pasti's just put in the fastest lap of the race on softs. That's an additional point. Oh, and Trocchio's retired. Oh, no. Trocchio's out. Yellow flag in all three sectors. Is that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is. It's a safety car with 4 laps to go. Can you believe it? One last turn, one last bit of drama. And it's a safety car with 4 left. The field will bunch up. Shades of Australia. We're going to have a late restart here. Three DNFs, only one has put the safety car, and F1 Racer is going to go on to softs. Which means if Broken Hypocrite stays out, he will be the race leader. And he is going to do just that. Oh, it certainly should be the race leader. But Broken Hypocrite has the penalty, so. The question is, Fire Dolphin, who has spun at the beginning of the race from P3, is going to be in P2. And F1 Racer is going to be down. Oh, he's dropped down to P7. He's P8. He's P9. A lot of drivers in the back pitting. But I don't know if that was the right call from F1 Racer. He comes into the pits, and he comes out in P9. Now he's going to have the softs, yes. But he's only going to have a minimum of 2 laps here if the safety car comes in this lap. Which there is the potential for it to do so, given the fact that much of the field is already bunched up, and by the time they get around, it might have about 4 cars that aren't really with the pack. But I'm trying to get them heat into those tires. Decision. Haas 1-2 could be on the. It is going to be a safety car in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Broken Hypocrite with the potential for a race victory after everything's said and done. He spun to give F1 Racer the lead, and now he very much could be a race winner. Rivershaw getting a penalty, trying to catch up to the pack. Safety car is in. Question is, when does Broken Ninja want to go? Trying to warm the tires. He's on hards. That's the only thing. These softs could absolutely eat these tires up. But he is going to go. He is going to have it. And we have got a green flag racing once again at Silverstone. 2 laps left. Can Broken Hypocrite hang on? Here's your tire check, by the way. It's Fire Dolphin with the mediums. F1 Racers immediately round Solid Ninja Snake. He's got only one car with softs ahead of him, and it's Pasty. Broken Hypocrite. He's got the penalty as well. That's going to give Fire Dolphin the race victory potentially here. They've got 2 laps. They will not have DRS for the end of the race. Broken Hypocrite flying down. F1 Racer passing another one. That Vaga in his sights next. It's not a bother. Our mate trying to get by Pasty as well. Penalties galore. Pasty would love to get the pass on Max Duca. Duca with a phenomenal race so far. Pasty pressuring. Matthias Bruckton is up into P10 on track, but he's got a lot of penalties, I believe. He's got 18 seconds worth of penalties. Oh, Iga's disconnected. That's unfortunate. Iga's disconnected in P8. And that's going to give Solid Ninja Snake the pass. F1 Racer, another pass. He's up to P6. He's got our mate right ahead of him. Final lap of this British Grand Prix. F1 Racer went on the softs. As that penalty is going to pretty much sink Super Jesse potentially out of the points. I think Matthias Bruckton's got so many penalties he'll be fine. That is a big battle on track, by the way. But up F1 Racer, side by side with our mate. Can they keep it clean? Running a little wide, side by side now. Gives just enough space. F1 Racer's got the softs. Can he get by? Is the question. And he is by. Our mate surrenders P6 on the, or P5 on the track. Now F1 Racers got 7/10 between him and the car in front. Fire Dolphin has put a 1.2 seconds between him and Max Duca. Pasty, let's go to him. He's looking for it. There is a spin in the back. It is Matthias Brockton. Rivershots up to P12 off the back of that. Oh, Pasty was looking for it. It's only 3 seconds the gap between Broken Hypocrite, or the penalties on Broken Hypocrite, so have to be careful. Have to mind the gap. Duca could have a penalty or a podium here. He's got F1 Racer right behind him, though, charging down, going through the inside. It's going to be Pasty. He wants the position on the track. F1 Racer could follow through. They're trying to go 3 wide. F1 Racer has to pump the brakes. Duca going wide. And F1 Racer could come right through. F1 Racers come right through. And he finishes P3. Pasty P4. Fire Dolphin will win the Grand Prix. Broken Hypocrite will remain in P2. It's F1 Racer to grab a podium, steals the podium from Pasty. P4 for him. Duca with P5 in the end after holding on to P3. Ninja Snake with P7. Our mate P6. Our mate with a great recovery drive with P7. Vaga P8, Tash P9, Super Jesse P10. Mulchin P11, Rivershawn P12, Matthias Bruckton P13, and Iga P14th. An unbelievable move at the end. Gives F1 Racer a podium. Snatches it from Vaga. Snatches it from Max Duca. And that is going to be the end of the Silverstone race. Have you seen anything like it? That is pure chaos at the end. But that is an unbelievable finish. I'm trying to grab the race director if this loads. If this loads, look, F1 and OBS for a single PC stream is incredibly demanding. So Haas won 2 in the end. They want the director, the race director. So I'm going to put it up here on screen. Let's go to incidents. Okay. There's incidents. Incidents for everybody. And this is just so that they can pause the YouTube stream as well. But there you go. That's the race director. That's the race. So we will have interviews in a moment. I'm going to need a second to sort out the interview part here. So give me a second. But, let's bring in our first interview, shall we? Oop. I can't because Discord might have just crashed. Oh no, there we go. We're back. And there we go. Okay. Our first interview. We're going to start with the wonderful Brian Miller. So, Brian, huge congratulations. Where'd you finish, actually? Because I'm trying to do auto
P2. I'm broken hypocrite.
Oh, nice. Look, that was, I have to say, a pretty crazy race, all things considered.
Indeed.
So let's talk about your race. I know the track extension kind of prevented the victory, right? But nonetheless, it was a pretty solid race from you. Pretty good recovery, all things considered, because you had a spin as well that gave F1 Racer the lead. And so, talk to me overall about how you feel your race went.
Yeah, I am upset about that spin. Because I don't know what happened to, I think it was Pedro who was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
He like teleported back into me, and then I was going for a move, and then he looked like he spun on his own off track. So I don't know what was going on there. It was really weird. But once that happened, I thought I had the win. I knew that F1 Racer was going to be fast behind once he pit, but I felt like I had about 8 seconds. I felt like I could have managed it and gotten the win, but then I spun. And I spun because I was trying to push a little extra now that I had clean air on my own. So it was all my fault. But yeah, and then once F1 Racer was by, I thought the best I could do is P2 unless something happens. And sure enough, we had a safety car, and that would have been fine, actually. It would have been great if I didn't have that 3-second penalty. Again, I got the 3-second when I was pushing a little extra to try and make sure I was within that window to F1 Racer in front. And it was just... Yeah, but P2, I'm really happy, and I guess my teammate got P1.
Yes.
So that's also really cool. Really cool.
Let's talk about that safety car for a little bit, right? Because F1 Racer was out in front. So it's one of these scenarios where I'm not saying you couldn't have caught him, but there's a very real possibility that he also holds on to the lead. He pitted for softs.
Yeah, I had an engineer.
Can you talk me through, I should say, what was going through your mind in terms of, like, should you pit, should you not pit? Was it never a question you were going to pit with that safety car?
So what I thought was, and I had an engineer with me, just to make this clear. We made the decision together. But we thought with my 3-second penalty, basically we had to stay out and hope that the guys behind would fight enough that I could get the gap I need to at least get a podium. And thankfully it worked out that way. Um, I felt like I still had a lot of life in those tires, and it's hard to get the tires to get up to temperature even if you're on softs. So I felt like, okay, if I can just stay in front, let them battle behind me, maybe I can make something work. And so me and my engineer made that decision, and yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, now 25 or sorry, 18 points is going to jump you up pretty high up the table. I believe that's going to put you in P13 now in the
Nice.
championship. So, and like you said, your teammate got well almost the full points. I don't know who had the fastest lap actually
F1 racer got the fastest time at the end
at the on the
on the
very last
softs.
lap.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, so well he was on the soft, so yeah, that makes sense,
Maybe it
right?
was yeah, maybe it was a lap before, but yeah, I saw him pop up there, and it looked unbeatable
Yeah.
that time.
But that gives your teammate 26 points, so he'll be moving up into second place, and that actually also should leapfrog you guys above Haas in the team standing. So, what is your plan for the rest of the season? Because we still have, I should say, about 8 races left. So, what's your expectations? I should say, for both for you and as the team for the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah, sure. Well, so the race prior to this was my first one here with this league.
Mm-hmm.
And I had done a social race with them, so I knew a lot of the guys here were really quick. But I also felt like I do have pace to be near the front. So unfortunately, that first race, I was unaware that this was completely no assist, and I normally race with the racing line, so I had no practice without the racing
Oh
line.
wow, okay.
Which I was feeling really comfortable in the race once I started to get into the groove. But then something, I don't even know what happened. I think I might have taken myself out or someone tapped me from behind. I don't know. But anyways, regardless, I practiced for this one, felt really good, and it turned out really good. So, I mean, my goal is just do the same, make sure I practice beforehand a little bit, and try and just get podiums. That's all I want is podiums. I love a win here, but I do know that F1 Racer is incredibly quick.
Well,
So I don't know if it'll be possible, but I'm gonna go for it.
now let's talk about the next race then, real quick, just to wrap it up. Baku is next. Your thoughts on the track? Are you quick on the track? Is it a good track for you? What are your expectations going into Baku?
Yeah, Baku is a strange one. I feel like I am pretty quick there, but it's really tough in traffic
Yes.
to make it through unscathed. You're likely gonna get a little bit of wing damage or something. Um, so my goal is to just qualify as high up as I can and then try to stay out of trouble. Um, because yeah, it's a rough one. So I've done many league races there before, and you never get away with a race without at least two safety cars, in my opinion. Um,
You should have seen what we had in
so
America's only league, mate. There was 3 every race.
yeah, I can imagine. I've been in a lot of leagues, so I can imagine.
um,
Um,
yeah, it is. Look, it's personally, I love the track, but it's also like I'm god awful at it, and it is.
right, right.
You are right. It is one that, especially that sector 1 into the start of sector 2. It's very very tricky. But look,
Yeah,
we wish you the best. Good luck on that. We look forward to seeing you next week, and maybe continue to climb further up the championship table after what is a
yeah,
fantastic performance in second place. So congratulations, and
absolutely.
we'll see you
Thank you.
next week.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good one.
That is is it, by the way, real quick,
Yeah,
is it broken hypocrite or hypocrite, a
yeah.
hypocrite?
Broken hypocrite.
Okay, broken
Yep.
it. Yeah, that is broken hypocrite. Everybody, thank you so much,
Yeah.
and we will see you next week. That is our second place finisher, broken hypocrite. But let's bring in our race winner. 3 podiums, I should say, in the last 3 races, and a race win to go along with a sprint win. It is Fire Dolphin. Congratulations, Fire Dolphin. You've got to be chuffed.
Well, yeah, what a race. That was crazy. Yeah, I don't even have any words for the ending of that. Um, I mean, I spun at the start.
I was gonna say, did you spin at the start? So
Yeah, I spun 3 laps in or 4 laps in or something. I didn't even feel any force feedback on my wheel, and yeah, I just spun off into the grass. So that wasn't a good start, and then slowly made my way through the field. And then yeah, I found myself in third, and then it's like what lap 23, 20, yeah, 23, 22. And then the safety car came out, which kind of turned the race on its head, to be honest.
yeah. So you
But
took
yeah,
Australia, quite frankly.
yeah, it was a crazy race.
So talk to me about when that safety car does come out. Did you have any idea about pitting? Was it absolutely no? There was no shot I would pit, because we did see the race leader pit for softs.
Yeah, so I kind of thought it was. I think it was about 15 seconds to F1 Racer. I was like, maybe I could pit, but it probably dropped me down to probably out the point. But I know I'd obviously have the fresh tire to possibly get some positions back. But then I decided to do what the opposite of F1 Racer did, which is if he boxed, then I would stay out. But if and then yeah, vice versa. But in the end, it worked, and I thought everyone behind me would just box, and then they'd all be on fresh softs. But luckily, I think there's a couple, like maybe two of them that were behind me that stayed out on old hards and old mediums. So it meant I had like a buffer behind.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the honest truth? Almost everybody behind you stayed out. I think F1 Racer
really?
boxed, and I think 10th and below or 9th and below boxed, but everybody else pretty much stayed out.
Yeah, because I think if there was one more lap, then I think yeah that would have been really tough because my tires were like 65% wear, and yeah, I'm sliding massively.
Yeah. So your first race win of the season, your teammate also got P2, and that puts Haas pretty far up. I believe that's going to jump Haas into potentially P2 as well in the team championship. So now that you've been here since Hungary, and you've had a race win to go with the sprint win and 2 other podiums, what are your expectations with 8 races left in the season, both for you and the team?
Yeah, so congratulations to I think it's Broken. He was really quick today. I think he was unfortunate with the 3 seconds. I think he probably had the pace to win if he didn't have that 3 seconds. But yeah, and then also F1 Racer in third. He did really well. I think he just got really unlucky. But yeah, 8 races to go. What's it? Baku next. Lots of the tracks that are coming up. Yeah, lots of the tracks coming up next. I used to use line, so I'm gonna have to probably put a bit of time into learning. Well, I have done a little bit with no line, but I'm gonna have to get used to no assist around that track. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I guess keep going, see if I can get some good podiums. Maybe a couple of wins would be nice, but yeah, just taking every race as it comes, to be honest.
And well, the race win today will leapfrog you as well up into P2 in the Drivers' Championship. So big congratulations with that. It is, like you said, Baku next, and we look forward to seeing you next week as maybe the podium streak will continue. Hopefully the podium streak will continue. Congratulations on your maiden win this season, and good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Fire Dolphin, everybody, our race winner. Big congratulations. Now it's time to bring in our 9th place finisher, getting 2 points. It's Tash. Good evening, Tash. Tash? There's no sound on Tash right now. Check your Discord audio settings, mate. Maybe they're not plugged. Maybe they're not pointed to the right audio device. Usually does it for me, in all honesty. But give you another minute to try and sort that out. But Tash coming in P9 in the end. 2 more points for Tash as well. Where's that going to put you in the standings? That's actually going to get you up to 16 points. So Rivershawn finished outside the top 10, and then Super Jesse finished with 1 point. So that puts Super Jesse on 16, you on 16. And I believe on countback, Super Jesse will stay in front. So you're going to gain 1 place in the Drivers' Championship over, actually 2, because Lucio didn't show. So you're going to be up into P15 after that. Oh, he's disconnected. Okay. Well, that is that. Interview's done and dusted, I guess. He's just had a yeet out the server. And that is going to do it for us. So, no more interviews, and that is going to. Oh, wait, he's back. Hold on. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get him going again. Hold on. Can I bring him in? It's Tash. Hey, there's sound. I hear you. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, Tash. There you are. So 2
How are
points. It brings you up 2 places in the Drivers' Championship. You're going to be up to 15th, leapfrogging Rivershawn and Lucio. Overall, a really crazy race. What was it like from your perspective?
Yeah, honestly, really crazy. It's a pity, honestly. Week in, week out, Gabs and myself seem to be running into trouble. We can't catch any luck. Today, not the ideal qualifying, but I made it up to P4, and then I was getting Vaga there on for third, and he just like hit me and took my race out. So the first time it happened, it's really unfortunate. It seems like there's like some kind of racing etiquette that's been missing this season with a few drivers. We're not used to that, honestly, with the AOR. And especially with Gabs as well. He qualified in 6th. For some reason, they placed him in down in 14th or something, so ruining his race again. And so really frustrating, honestly. We've been racing with AOR for a few seasons, and we always make sure to race hard, but also fair. It's frustrating that we don't get the same treatment, honestly. But all good. Definitely not what we're looking for. We're always fighting up in that top 5. We've proved it race in, race out. But we'll hopefully in 2 weeks' time, things will go back our way, and we can get the results we're looking for.
Oh yeah, I kept saying it was next week. You're right. It's actually 2 weeks for Baku. We got a bit of a break week. Yeah. Oh, because Easter. Of course not. Why would we race on Easter Sunday? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, look, it is very unfortunate. I think too the game gave Gabs like a 5-place grid penalty. So he was P6, but then like
for some reason
with like
everything that happened with with everything that happened with the connection, it seemed like it bugged, and the steering wheel kept locking on his way into the pits, so his car got stuck and he couldn't like reset the car. Yeah. So very unfortunate for him. Yeah, but all in all, I guess the pace is there. Still have to work on making sure we get that qualifying lap in. But yeah.
How do you feel about Baku, and what do you think of your chances at Baku next week?
We usually do well in Baku. We like it there. Definitely, it's been a while actually. So I don't know. I'm not sure if we raced last year or last year. I probably wasn't there. Maybe I wasn't home then. But yeah, we'll look forward to it. Definitely prepare like we do. Honestly, we enjoy it so much. At the end of the week, we get off work and we're able to get in the preparation. So it's frustrating when everything we work for gets ruined in an unfortunate way. So
yeah,
hopefully it will turn around soon.
Definitely. Look, there's still a lot of season left, believe it or not. So certainly time to continue racking up points and certainly launch yourself into the top 10, which I think definitely you've shown the pace to have. So looking forward to seeing those results come to fruition in the second half. Look, it's redemption arc time, Tash. That's all it means. It's redemption arc time.
Exactly. It hurts, but we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
That's a nice part of it. When the result comes, it will be sweet.
Oh yes, absolutely. So, well, thank you very much for joining us. Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Thank you. No, I'm saying thank you for your help. Thanks for all the organizing, as always. Always a pleasure to race with AOR.
Yeah, thank you very much. It is look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time in Baku. I have to say that. So good. Congrats on 2 more points at least, right? Because still points are better than no points, but looking forward to. I'm gonna build that redemption arc story on the stream for next week now. So looking forward to it, mate. Take care and enjoy your Easter.
Yes, you too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's Tash, everybody. 9th place for Tash, and that concludes the interviews here for AOR. It is a crazy Silverstone, done and dusted in the books. Azerbaijan is next. Baku in a fortnight's time. But that's going to conclude it for us here on the stream. We just have a few thank yous that we have to get out because none of this would be possible without a certain sponsors and wonderful people. And the first of which is going to be SimSok. It is a first in sim racing. It is a product that takes away the stress of sweaty, slippery feet with special Cool Max yarn that wicks away moisture, strategically placed unique grips, cushioned heel for comfort, support during endurance events, breathable panels, arch support, which all means that there are no more feet slipping off your race pedals. Check them out, SimSok, SimSok.com. And as well, Driver 61, big thank you to Driver 61 for helping to sponsor the league as well. You can check them out with a 25% off a consultation session and a free coaching session when you use code AOR Driver 61 at their Driver 61 Sim Racing Academy. Check out driver61.com/sim-racing/D61-sim-racing-academy. So check them out. And also check out Driver 61 on YouTube. Definitely can make yourself a lot quicker on the track. But that's it from me. Until a fortnight, thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Thank you.